The mosquito that oversleeps bites in the daytime. You welcome viewers to another episode. We're still on PMP of February 17 to 19, 2003. In this episode, we shall delve into the area of business entrepreneur, the entrepreneur, for its interesting nature. So, Namshi, uh, in an era of tough business competition, high price of goods and utilities, dwindling profits, rapidly changing markets, uh, time pressures, and lack of resources, the entrepreneur needs more than guts and nerves to survive. Full stop. Today's entrepreneur needs expert advice to sail through the stormy business world. I think I should have been reading this area entrepreneur for which I've not been doing. I should have been doing that. Okay, this one is a special one for its uh, uh, uniqueness. Mhm. Okay, two. PMP paragraph. PMP business page offers just that. We offer expert we offer expert business advice for entrepreneur, for entrepreneur, would be entrepreneurs and the business minded reader on. Star one, how to start a business. Two, how to improve an existing one. Star three, how to stay in competition. Four, how to solve some tough business problems. Our expert business consultant will be handy every Monday to offer tidbits on how to improve your business. Well, every Monday I shall look at it. If it's interesting, then we go there. If it's not, we may leave it. Okay, and a most interesting headline: How to get 90 minutes from an hour. Yes, you heard me right. How to get 90 minutes from 60 minutes. In other words, can you get 90 minutes from 60 minutes? Is this an exaggeration? Let's go, Namshi. Mhm. Uh, how to get 90 minutes from an hour. Divide and allocate your time in thick printing, then light printing. The people you want to spend time with, e.g., clients, won't often be those who want to spend time with you, into brackets, potential suppliers. Full stop. Decide what proportion of your time you will spend with each audience and stick to it. Thick print. Work with your natural body clock. Okay, now we go to light print. Decide what times of the day or week you have your highest and lowest levels of concentration. Then either match tasks to your mood or deliberately mismatch them, e.g., plan meetings when you have to perform to override your low concentration times. This advice is not just for entrepreneurs. I think it's general advice for everybody. Mhm. Okay, three, thick print. You will never get everything done. Lighter print. Focus on the things that will do most to help you achieve your goals, or that you can compete quickly, and don't worry about the rest. That's reducing uh, getting 90 minutes out of 60 minutes. Hmm? Okay. And don't worry about the rest. Tick print. Practice good timekeeping. Then we go to light print. Start your day promptly. And make being on time for each appointment important. Full stop. Lost minutes here and there soon add up to lost hours. Okay, thick print. Always have a list of ongoing projects. Full stop. Then, light print. Keep it with you and work on it while you're waiting for meetings to start. Comma, being on a bus or plane or at any moment that would otherwise be deadline. So viewers, you see that there's no time, no minute to waste. Hmm? At any moment that would otherwise be dead time. Then thick print. Finish tasks as you go. One of the most important time parasites is not completing something so that you have to start from the beginning each time you return to it. Full stop. Once you started, don't stop until you reach a point that it will be easy to pick up from. Yes. Okay. I think we practice it in this video. I think so. Hmm? Okay. Uh, thick print. Next, thick print. Take a stand. That's in thick print. Then much of our time is spent reacting to other people's requests. 2. Next time someone asks you to do something significant, stop and think about whether or not it is the right thing for you to do. Full stop. If it is, think about how you can go about it time efficiently. Time efficiently, one word, joined by hyphen. Time hyphen efficiently. Full stop. If it isn't, say no. If it isn't, say no. No is the most useful word in time management. Say it politely, clearly, and as often as required. So they shouldn't waste my time, or they shouldn't waste your time. Hmm? Unnecessarily. They shouldn't waste your time unnecessarily. Say it politely, clearly, and as often as required. We finish with managing. We finish with getting 90 minutes out of 1 hour. So I don't know whether viewers will agree with it or not. Hmm? I think you should have labeled it getting most out of your 1 hour. But getting 90 minutes out of 1 hour, I don't know. Okay. Next topic, how to manage your personal assistant. How to manage your personal assistant. It is here in fingers. Fingers pointing to the points. So point one, or first point, communicate, full stop. Really talk things over. And that includes little things like telling your PA where you will be, or where you will be all afternoon. Mm. Point two, finger two, listen, full stop. If your PA comes in to tell you something, pay attention. It's probably important. Well, to be frank, I don't know what PA means, whether it's personal assistant or no. Yeah, I think it's personal assistant. Yes, it's personal assistant. It's there. It's there. Uh, point three, you appointed him, her, so you know what she's capable of. You appointed him to know what he's capable of. You appointed her to know what she's capable of. In other words, if she's not worthy of trust, get another. 4, finger 4 or point 4, don't presume. Be clear with your PA from the start. Be clear with your PA from the start about what's expected from her. Finger 5. No, we haven't finished with that. Anything else, ask before you fire off the order. Anything else, ask before you fire off the order. In other words, you don't just give orders for giving sake. Next finger or next point. Be accountable, full stop. If you make a mistake, never commit the cardinal sin of trying to pass it off on your PA. Be accountable, be truthful. Mm? You bring something to sign, you haven't signed, you didn't sign it, or you say you didn't see it. For example, the person assistant brings something to you to sign, and then when you went out, you had some alcohol and came back. They say, "Oh, you didn't bring it. Oh, I brought it. You didn't bring. Oh, I brought it, sir." Mm? Okay, to pass it off to your PA. You make a mistake. Never commit the cardinal sin of trying to pass it off to your PA. Next point. Respond quickly. Full stop. It's a waste of your PA's time and by extension yours if she's still chasing you for an answer to a question she asked 3 days ago. In other words, don't be negligent. Hmm? Okay. Next point. Be appreciative, but not over the top. Full stop. A simple thanks for a job well done makes a difference. Next point. Prioritize your task. Full stop. How is your PA to know whether whether you want him or her to prepare the notes for today's board meeting first, for today's board meeting first, or book your holiday flights if you told her if you've told her they're both urgent? Yes, tell somebody they are both urgent. How does she know which one is more urgent than the other? Uh, so you see, it's important. It's very educative, very interesting. Okay, how to do business like a snake. This topic is really interesting. How to do business like a snake. Mhm. Okay, how to do business like a snake. You need to differentiate yourself if you're going to break into a highly competitive or saturated market. Full stop. Over superior, offer superior product, great branding, or both. Offer superior project, great branding, or both. Okay, point two. Choose anything you really believe in and stick to your knitting. Knitting spelled KNITTING. Resist the urge to diversify, unless you do so really unless to do so really makes sense. Okay. Point three. Build your brand organically, if this means knocking on doors and delivering out of the back of your car, so be it. A solid grassroots base will stand you in good stead in years to come. Next point. Don't don't plump for cheap advices. Good advice costs more for a reason. Next point. Always be always be reluctant to dilute your stake in the business. Venture capital for equally Venture capital for equally isn't the only way forward. Sorry. I'm sorry, viewers. Venture capital for equity isn't the only way forward. There are plenty of other less obvious ways of raising money. Next point. Build good relationships with customers, suppliers, investors, and community you do business in. Full stop. Running a company isn't just about making stacks of cash. Okay, we've done with that. Now we go to moral boosters. Tight financial belts have squeezed out most traditional motivational carrots. Try these alternatives for keeping staff motivated. 1. Give up guessing. Dash. Ask staff what lights their fire and observe for yourself their heights and lows. Their highs and lows. Okay. Go public. This next point. Go public with praise, but keep it specific. Next, beat boredom. Beat boredom blues before they arrive. Maintain stimulation by using change and challenge. Next point. Bring fun into the workplace, comma, but keep staff involved. Full stop. What makes you smile might make them sick. What makes you smile might make them sick. Mhm. Next, keep your own passion alive. Inspire by example rather than searching for the magic tricks. Well, I think that's all for this column. Let's see. Business opportunities, beekeeping, making your own hive. All right. I think we can skip that. Uh, we're going to page 9, relationships. Auntie Adiza again. Tribesmen and faithfuls. Relationships with Auntie Adiza. Tribesmen and faithfuls. So, tribesmen and faithfuls. Um, you have to belong to the Hail Mary. You have to belong to the Hail Mary, comma, Hallelujah, Amen, Asuna, Eberuze, or some other clan before your proposal receives parental blessing. These words are Ghanaian words, especially Asuna, Eberuze, and whatnot. So, you have to belong to such groups before your proposal receives parental blessings. So, in other words, to succeed, you have to belong to a group. That's one bad thing about business. Uh, that's my opinion, anyway. We're considering specifically the issue of marriage and the powerful role the church and family play in it in Africa, in Africa generally, and Ghana in particular. You hear that in Africa generally and Ghana in particular. Paragraph. The person appearing to you is one thing, but the big hurdle is that he or she has to appeal to your tribesman, tribesmen, so tribeswomen, and also your spiritual faithful. Full stop. Distance. So many seasons ago, tribes people would usually mourn because Akosua, had gone in for someone from far away who wanted to marry her. Full stop. Very interestingly, many of the older folks, especially the women, would then require how many lorries the suitor had to board before getting to the would-be in-laws' hometown. So colonial mentalities. They are not there. I don't think so anyway. Paragraph. Rather, such hometown inquisitions finally led to the shattering of many one-on-one lovely dreams. Full stop. So the tribesmen began encouraging their children and other siblings to look closer home, especially at their own backyard when it comes to marriage. Full stop. Thus, many a parent would then drag their children to their hometowns during festivals so they could be paraded and appraised by the potentials. Okay. If you happen to be a lovely lady, the chances are that your father would ensure that you were tied to his native cloth when he went to greet his childhood friend. Yes, in other words, you are very close to him. That's what I believe it means. Tied to his native cloth means very close to him, I believe. Okay. The catch here was that, unknowing to you, the real mission was to bring you at close range to be observed by the young man who works at the at the Abamu at the Abamu full stop. Well, I don't know what Abamu means. Okay. Though you may have only greeted and sat waiting for your father on your return home, he would ask whether you saw Opanyin Chumesi's son, who is in Accra. So they only go there for matchmaking or for selection and matchmaking. Mm. Whether you saw the son of some big man who came from Accra for the meeting. Mm. Okay. Such questions are difficult to answer, especially when you had no inclination to observe your surroundings. Full stop. Then, no guarantee. Many tales have given ample proof that marrying from your hometown is no sure guarantee that you could have a blissful marriage. Full stop. Insistence in the past that people married from their hometowns or tribes was mainly due to the fact that traveling was tedious and involved a lot of walking. Full stop. Funerals and the costs involved in attending those that were far away compelled some parents to encourage their children to marry from home. I think you hear that there was a good reason why people wanted to marry people from home, people nearby, relations or relatives nearby, because of the difficulty in traveling. That's a point. That's a good point. Okay. To encourage their children to marry from home, full stop. However, with civilization and modernization, some parents are still enamored with tribal marriages, and this time they blame it on the wickedness other family members had suffered with particular tribes. Man always has a reason for doing something, the real reason and then the fake reason. Okay, suffered from particular tribes. Okay, for some people, if you allow them, they could get something discouraging to say about every tribe in Ghana. Full stop. The encouraging situation is that many tribal many tribal barriers are being broken, now by marriages. Yes, that's true. Thanks to modernization and probably colonization. Okay. If you're a lady and you met a cool man who wanted for a husband, sorry. If you're a lady and you met a cool man you wanted for a husband, your family members would tell you that cool women would always chase money and would never spend it on you. Full stop. If you met an Ashanti man, oh no, an Ashanti man, oh, they are too boastful and would not respect you. Full stop. Full stop. Uh, he would treat you as a as a doormat. He would treat you as a doormat. If you met a fancy man, he would really spend the money with you, and in your old age, there would be no place to lay your head. In other words, she will suck the money out of you and put you out, or run and leave you. I don't know. Okay. If you married a Swafi man, I hope viewers are taking note of the various tribal groupings called here and their characteristics when it comes to marriage. in particular. So money out of you, and in old age, you place you won't find a place to lay your head. Uh, if you married a Swefi man, your outlook in life would change for the worse, and a brown Ahafo man would keep you in the bush. Oh my God. The good news is that all these were in the past, and now Kwe women are spending weekends with their wives or girlfriends at Busia Beach Resort or Mana Paradise. So the changes are coming within among the various tribes. Now, full stop. The Asante man treats his wife tenderly, and as a partner, many Fanti men have retired and are living gracefully with their wives in beautiful homes at East Legon, Airport Residential Area, Laboni, and cantonments. Full stop. These are popular suburbs for rich people, I suppose. Yes. Uh, the Swefi man, the Swefi men are now in designer suits, and the brown men have come to town. They are no more in the bush. Okay, how lovely it is that these days lovebirds are now seeing the good in themselves, and not whether one came from uh, Pualugu, Oda, Nadonli, Ilobu, or Afia Dianyaga. Full stop. In the absence of tribesmen, the faithfuls have jumped into the role of inquisitors. Now we come to the faithfuls. We come to the faithfuls now as a top topic, as a subtopic. Sorry. Nowadays, the question is not through money or Zekukpe or Zekikokpe. Nowadays, the question is not through money or Zekukokpe, but whether you knew whether you knew date whether your new date is attending Calvary, Action, Miracle Life, Central, or Living Bread. In other words, these days, where you come from doesn't matter. The village you come from, it doesn't matter. But your uh, religion, your faith, if you have the same faith with your partner, that's what this means for the faithfuls. Miracle Life Center or Living Bread. Now, new paragraph. Suddenly, the faithfuls are pitching their tents closer home as preacher men, head pastors, and elders are subtle and pointedly appealing and cajoling their faithfuls to look within. Full stop. Like the proverbial Israelis, modern day Christian men and women are being cautioned not to marry the Egyptian women and men. Full stop. Let's go to the last part. These days at church meetings, when an announcement is made about a wedding, and candidates are both locals, the amens are very loud, and there is always sadness. No, let me take that again. It's a question mark. These days of church meetings, when an announcement is made about a wedding and the candidates are both locals, the amens are very loud, and there is always sadness. It's a question mark. Dot, 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 dot. When a mensa comes from another church to take a sister away, strangely, the sister may have been in the church for years without the local men making any moves. Full stop. The other day, I met a man who told me that he was certain he would be dead by now if he had married from his hometown. Full stop. When I pressed him for an explanation, rather sadly, he could not tell me much other than that his wife from Sandima had been a lifelong blessing to him. Full stop. He's a female man. Oh, sorry, he's a Fanti man. This does not mean that every Sandima woman would give you peace in a marriage. Yes. But I can say for sure that whether you married an Ewe woman, Nzima man, a Methodist, Catholic, Pentecostal, or a charismatic, your marital or relationship happiness goes far. In fact, very far beyond the tribesmen and the faithfuls. Some mistakes Christian singles make. I think we shall reserve this for the next video. So let's see. So that is page 9. So in our next video, we shall go to the same PNP, February 17 to 19, 2003, page 9. Some mistakes Christian singles make. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.